I have another amazing student with me. It's a sophomore, Johnny Ryan, who was recently accepted to the Old College program, which allows undergraduate students to continue on as Notre Dame students, but also discern a vocation to the priesthood and a religious life, particularly with Holy Cross. And it all takes place at Old College, right next to the Log Chapel. So we want to welcome you to Notre Dame Day, Johnny. And for a lot of people who don't know, there is quite a process that comes along with becoming a priest, and it starts at Old College.
At Old College, so Old College is a house of discernment for young men looking to further their discernment and see where God is calling them to be. It's a place that they have the opportunity to live in community, to live in formation, to see what life in Holy Cross is really like. And so it really is just a chance to come and see what life is like.
And you felt the call.
Yeah.
Can you explain that to me and how you knew and how you were sure?
Yeah. So in 7th grade, I was in a religion class, and my religion teacher walked in one day, and he asked the class who wants to be a priest when they grow up. I mean, I was still living the Major League Baseball dream. I wanted to be a pitcher for the Boston Red Sox.
You got a pitcher name. I'll give you that much.
Thank you.
Father Ryan is good too.
Thank you. And so just like, I hadn't really thought about it at all. And so here comes this question out of the blue, and I'm looking around the room to see if anyone has their life together already in 7th grade, right? And I see everyone's looking at me, and I look in the air and my hand is raised. And I know to this day that I never thought to raise my hand. So I looked up, brought it down, I was like, okay, God.
So you didn't know?
I didn't know. So I was just oblivious, and then they looked and like, oh. So I was like, okay, God, I guess I can take a hint. And from there, there's been ups and downs, and I thought diocesan for sure, and then really coming to Notre Dame and being introduced to the community of Holy Cross. It's just such a beautiful family, and just I feel drawn here.
And you told me you saw at orientation the Holy Cross priest, and you felt moved.
Yeah, at Welcome Weekend, the opening mass, seeing all the Holy Cross priests processing at the altar at the same time. I mean, coming from a parish, you see 2 or 3 priests come Christmas and Easter, and you're like, oh wow, this is a big deal. But to see 60, 70 Holy Cross priests on the altar at the same time, there's just really a sense of community that I'd never seen before, and just something I was like, okay, I felt really drawn to.
So obviously your family knew that maybe this was the direction you were going to move in. They're obviously very excited for you. What did your friends at Notre Dame say?
I've been so blessed to have just such encouraging friends. They've been with me throughout this whole process. At the low points when I've been like, oh boy, diocesan, Holy Cross, especially freshman year, just didn't know which one of the two God was calling me to. And then with the joy of being accepted to the Old College program, they've just shared that with me, and it's just been such a blessing, such a gift to have these great guys.
So for anyone out there maybe looking into choosing this path, what advice would you give to them?
So I'd really give them kind of 3 points, really. Just be open. Just be open to what God might have in store for you.
I think that works for anybody.
Yeah, I mean, for any path in life, just being open to not letting the opportunity pass you by. Just being willing to take the opportunity if it comes your way. And the second one is to be patient. It takes a long time. I mean, I've kind of known since 7th grade, and now 8 years later, I'm finally entering seminary, and then God willing, 8 years from now, I'll be ordained a priest.
It's almost like becoming a doctor.
Yeah, it's
really
a very long process. You really do have to know. And then the last thing, the most important probably is praying. Just your prayer is just so important to really want what God wants for you. It's really what you want for yourself, what God wants for you, what God created you to be.
Well, I think that would be great. That's great advice for anybody who's kind of maybe feeling down or hoping to get more in touch with God. So we appreciate it, and we look forward to watching your path. And
thank you.
Hopefully, Father Ryan, sometime
Not yet,
soon.
not yet.
We'll get there.
God willing, one day.